He's managed to get himself on the inside, but he's caught up on the curve. Sean Allen, the outside special. We've had a huge crash. This can't be real. I think he might have the strong done finally. Even Warren gives him no space. He's in the wall. He's in the wall. Turn 480, he's taken out very Steve as well. Oh, big moment there. Kurt Stenberg on his roof. Big crash at turn 4. That is unfortunate. Huge crash. Oh, the huge wiggle on thought he was clear. The late move, final corner, that's the death.
Hello and welcome to Sydney Motorsport Park for round 7 of the Automobilista Supercar Super 2 Championship. We're back here again at the venue we were at last round, so this time under lights. And this time with an exciting 3-race format. Joining me as always in the comps box is Colin Warwick. How are you, mate?
I'm very well, Stenny. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited to see some good racing. Got some new names, new faces to look over tonight, so be interested to see how those guys progress as the event goes on.
Yeah, I'm excited as well. I actually had the chance, one in about 1,000, to go out and watch the real racing on the weekend, the same track. So it's good to come and watch it on the sim as well, and yeah, see how these new guys go up against our, well, I guess we could call them veterans, but yeah, it'd be good to see how they go.
Well, it will, mate. Being that we've had everyone here that's raced here pretty much all season, raced last round here, so they've already got 2 races under their belt at this track, and then these guys have got the new guys have got a lot to come up with to go up against the guys that are experienced. So it will be interesting to see how they're able to handle that, because these guys, some of them have got a number of practice laps under their belt.
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, got the fast guys at the front as usual. You know, with Benjamin and both Steves and Cuz up there as well. So
that's the other
yeah,
thing
it'd be interesting to see
as well, mate. Like guys like Benjamin and RSM Latino and that have run in main game. They've already done 5 races at this track. So with Benjamin Dahlia starring with 3 6th place finishes in the main game. So I mean, he'd be your tip to win tonight, but after we saw last round, it doesn't always go your way.
Yeah, I think it's best for us to just keep our mouths shut when it comes to, you know, putting the mockers on people. We have a habit of doing that, but yeah, you'd have to say Benjamin is probably the favourite tonight. Also, closely followed by probably my old man. So
yeah, your old man had a really strong performance last round, and so did Steve Brko, but Steve wasn't able to one up the other Steve pretty much the whole night, and that was the story of the night, with Steve Warwick coming home with 2 race wins.
Yeah, it was a big Steve fest front.
It was a big Steve fest. It had us confused, and we had to resort to calling them by their surnames, which was quite confusing for me, being that I'm talking to another Warwick.
yeah, that happens. So same with you and your old man.
Yeah, it's a bit interesting when we comment on Stenny. So 16 minutes to go in the session. I'm just going to have a quick look at some of the new guys before we go through this. Or do we go through the schedule tonight?
Yeah, let's take a look at the schedule.
Let's take a look at the schedule. So we're currently in the 30-minute practice session, and we're going to have a 15-minute qualifying session that's going to begin at 8 o'clock, followed by some short warm-up with 2 8-lap races, 2 really short sprint races. Probably I think they are the shortest races of the year, both those races for this series. And then, yeah, we're back for another 16-lapper, which is the staple tomorrow night, and it's the staple last week for the longer race.
Yeah, no, it should be good. I'm interested to see how the 2 quick 8-lappers go. But yeah, other than that, they've got the 16 laps, which, yeah, I think tested a few people last round, but yeah, they got through it okay.
Certainly did. Like the 8-lappers, there's no tyre wear really to worry about for these guys. It's going to be pretty much just a straight out race, see how you go, full commitment, and if you mess it up, well, you're back on the grid for the next one to have a go. So there's progressive grids in this series, so third race you need to think about the tyre wear and that, and the guys at the front, as we know, have got pretty good at managing that, and the guys that have run main game with the tyre rules we had in Maine definitely got experience with managing tyres, so I think they're going to be pretty strong when we come to that race.
Yeah, that was a good test for the Super 2 guys that did race. I believe it was Ben, Cuz, and my old man.
Yep.
They had a rude shock when the tyre wear was changed from what they were running tonight, which is, I believe, nothing. Well, not nothing, it's times one.
It's times one, yep, to times three.
And we went to times 3, and yeah, caught out a lot of people, including myself, on the last race. I decided to try and undercut, and it worked, but on the last lap I blew a tyre. So.
It was a very interesting race. I know I finished the last race with 2% after going for fastest lap and then getting demoralised by Dane. So yeah, it was an interesting event. I mean, we're back to the same format tomorrow night, but times 2 and night time and an extra set of tyres. So it should make it a bit more open for people, but still going to be pretty tough on tyres because this place is a killer.
Yeah, the natural nature of the circuit definitely kills the tyres.
Definitely does.
But in real life, you've actually got the track surface chews up the tyres as well. Very abrasive, but
yep,
makes for good racing.
Does make for very good racing.
Maybe not on the weekend as we saw with the mixed tyre strategy, but the last race meeting, the first time they went to Sydney Motorsport Park, the real supercars, I thought it was good. The undercut and the overcut worked well.
Yep. No, it's really good.
Whichever one you decided to do.
Really good to see tyre strategy like that. I mean, that was the one thing that I found was a bit missing from our series last time, as there was really only one strategy, but it was all conserving was the name of the game, and the guys that were good at that succeeded.
Yeah, that's right. Just had to drive to a consistent lap time and hope that the tyres hung on. So.
To see me we're talking about last week, why don't we have a look at what actually happened around here last week? I say that, but I'm having some technical dramas in the background here, as I want to actually do that. I'll just get that rectified. And we'll take a bit of a look at last week. So it was Benjamin Dahlia who was on pole, and with Steve Warwick alongside him. It was a pretty even start until there, but we thought at this point that this was Ben's race. We thought he was going to just drive off into the distance.
Yeah, we certainly did, and then this happened.
Yeah, there's a bit of argy-bargy in the middle of the field, and it really gave Ben a bit of a gap. What we didn't know at this point, we picked up on it pretty soon, was that Ben was having rather large technical difficulties.
Just saw Brett lose a few places. He went out in the marbles there.
Yeah, he did. He didn't have a good
marbles
start.
Are effective in this game, which is very cool.
They are, especially at this track, and this is where we noticed Benjamin Dahlia's issues started. He ran really wide there at turn 8, I think it is, and opened the door up for Steve Warwick, and he was under pressure here from both these two guys.
He was making definitely uncharacteristic errors, so...
Yeah. He was apparently trying to make big fixes to his rig to try and sort out what was going on. And then he runs wide here. So, as you can see, the opening laps of this race weren't very kind to him.
No.
But he managed to have a quick battle here with Brett before it got even worse. And this really was the story of the opening laps of this race. It was really Benjamin Dahlia's issues. We hope he's got rectified tonight, because it was quite disappointing, as this is how it all ended for him.
Yeah, it was such a shame. I mean, he was doing such a good job with the Simrig mishaps that he was having. So
Yeah, to keep it on the road, but this was the other part of the race. Is Latino and Steve Brko had a battle for quite a fair amount of time in this race.
yeah, this sort of let Steve Warwick just run away with it a bit. Definitely pulled the gap.
Did allow Steve Warwick to pull a gap. As we see, Brko was all over him. He just couldn't get it past, and RSM Latino was driving very uncharacteristically aggressively, and it was exciting to watch.
Yeah. His car placement was like on the borderline of okay and probably too much, but yeah, it was very, very good. It was good to see.
It was a very good battle to watch. One guy being a bit aggressive and the other guy sort of being quite aggressively defensive. So there's that.
Hopefully the same tonight.
Hopefully the same tonight. This is when he had a big dive at him. Oh.
Yeah, you really sort of wince every time you see a move like that.
You do. Every time you see a move, especially this is in the corner I see as well, where you see a move in there and you go, oh. But this was a couple of laps later, and he got a big run because he used all the runoff, and he had a big dive down the inside. Now, at the time we were, oh, is that fair? But on reflection, the stewards have decided that was an okay move. Tino didn't really give him much room, and Steve was well up there, as you can see there, on the onboard shot.
You should see here, they sort of come back to each other again. So
yeah, they sort of did come back, and this was still going on. As at the front, Steve Warwick was just pulling away, managing the gap, and here he comes. And he came home for his first ever win in the series, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's very cool to see. I know he works hard behind the scenes on his driving, which is good.
So it was cool to see, and that was the results of that race. So yeah, then we got on to race 2, and we had Stenberg to drive for immediately, but Steve Warwick had the first row of the grid to himself, and he maximised the start to get away with the lead again.
Yeah, he just dropped the clutch and went for it, which is good to see.
He did, but Brko came back at him. So it'll be interesting to see how we see this tonight. Whether we see similar things happen, whether people have learnt how other people race and whether they attack it differently.
Well, I think the biggest thing too is that running at night, the track temp's actually colder.
It is colder, and it makes the tyres not heat up as much. So if you have a slide, they do cool down more, and also it you see Brett go off. And also reduced visibility. It's not the biggest factor, but it is still a factor.
Yeah. Actually, surprising for me, I actually did. I think it was about 12 laps today. I actually found it better to pick my braking markers and stuff at night than I did during the day. Weird.
It is interesting, but at the same time, they sort of do stand out a little bit more.
Yeah.
The lights on, and that was Peter Richards there retiring from the race. And he had a good race with Matt Cecil in the first race, but yeah, disappointing end to his night. This was
a good finish.
Benjamin Dahlia coming back, getting past Latino. He'd fought all the way from the back, and this is the next lap. So he had a go at him one lap, and he came back at him the next lap on the outside instead of the inside. Backed out of it there, but he used it to get a run, and this was sort of, the stewards had a bit of a look at this one as well. It was borderline aggressive driving there from Latino, but he did give him a big squeeze, but it was play on. As we see at the front, it was still play on. These guys battled pretty much the whole event, which was really cool to see.
This was a fantastic last lap. From both drivers, they drove fantastically this event.
They did drive fantastically.
They raced very well, very fair.
Very clean. Yeah, very clean driving from both of them.
So they obviously know enough about motorsport and racing in general.
Yeah. This was the race
to
in
know
P3 as well.
What to do. Yeah, this was good as well.
Both battles were going off in the last lap. We actually missed live the, as we see RSM Latino lose third, but we actually missed this live, the run to the line, which was crazy, and we had the closest finish that we've ever had in the history of this series.
Yeah, that's insane.
That is insane. You just see how close it is. So
hopefully the same tonight.
Hopefully the same tonight. Now I will get the race results up of that race. As you can see, crazy small margin. Point 0.43 between the top two, with Ben Dahlia was in third, Latino fourth. Matt Cecil had a strong event with 2 fifth places, but we didn't really capture much of it on the broadcast. Claimbite sixth, Lachlan Horan seventh, with a host of retirements in that longer race.
Mm.
So I'm going to have a look at the drivers' points. So RSM Latino still continues to lead, but he's got Brko, Dahlia, and Jarrett's all chasing him down, with Tony missing the last round, and Steve Warwick jumping all the way up from 10th to 6th after that strong event.
Yeah, well, the start of the year, he wasn't where he should have been. He had a couple of DNFs, and now he's back on the charge. So hopefully he gets a bit closer. But the championship's definitely tightened up, especially from second to fourth. Like, that's very tight.
It is very tight. And those guys, a number of them have actually already had their worst rounds. So they're only going to be coming back at Latino, who hasn't missed a round in this series so far. And I'm going to look at the team's points just briefly. But it's RSM Racing that's leading that, now that Delph Penwright didn't have a car in that last event. So basically, now that Steve Warwick's left and Tony is no longer, so Middle Finger Racing coming on strong in that thing, with the AG Power Tools in fourth, Ford Jack Daniels Racing in fifth, and the rest are all pretty much solo entry teams.
Yeah, impressive for the fourth place in the team to be a solo car.
It is impressive for fourth place in the teams to be a solo car. It shows that how consistent Brko has actually been so far this season in this series. So now we'll get some audio back. Here at Sydney Motorsport Park, and we will have a brief look at the order. So at the minute we've got Benjamin Dahlia, and he is miles ahead of everybody else. He's done a 27.9, which is a competitive time by main game standards.
Yeah, that's up there. It's fast. I know in the previous session before this practice, Steve Warwick did a 28.0, so hopefully he can find that again.
Definitely can find that again.
And I know Cuz wasn't too far behind that either, and neither was Brko. So hopefully they can find their pace and get closer to Ben.
Hopefully they can find their pace, because Latino's in second at the minute, so it's not a bad up time from him so far. Brko third, Warwick fourth, so all the normal contenders up front. We've got Brett Jarrett, he's in the pit lane, but he's in fifth, so hopefully he has a bit of a stronger night tonight and it's more competitive with some of these other boys that are up the front. Got Liam Budd, who's a newcomer. He's currently sixth in this practice session, so that's pretty impressive for him on debut. So we're interested to see how he goes tonight.
Oh, see in the background there, the car fairly sideways.
Lachlan Horan in 7th in the session. Claimbite in 8th. Stenny's 9th. Matt Cecil's arrived and he is in 10th position. And I'm sure that he'll be a bit better. He had some good pace last round. He flew under the radar most of the round, but good results nonetheless.
Yeah, it's 2 fifth places were fairly impressive for Matt.
Certainly were. Got another newcomer in 11th place. Stain Licciardo. I'm going to screw that name up. You're going to have to tell me how that's pronounced.
That's it, you just got to have a stab. You know?
I think it's an Italian name, I'm assuming. So he's in 11th place as a debutant to the series. Got Dodger in 12th. Peter Richards is actually now just in 12th, actually. He's turned up in the server, so it's good to see that he's back again for another round. Dodger 13th. Aidan Sykes is another newcomer in 14th. And Michael Pollard in 15th. And that is our field so far. So we've got 15 cars, so a bit of an improvement from when we were here last time.
Yeah, it's good to see. 15 cars is a good number for a Super 2. You see Pollard get sideways there. It's not a bad looking car, to be honest.
No, it's not a bad looking car. So good to see some new colours out there now that we've got some new drivers.
Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah, fan favourite Dodger up in 13th place, mate. He'll be happy with that.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well, not to be a bit further up than normal, so it's good to see.
Well, I believe that's practice done. Benjamin actually want to be careful doing that. He might save himself a DQ.
Yeah,
Lucky.
He's lucky that he's not been affected too much there.
So yeah, 27.9 looking into qualifying. That's very fast.
It is very fast. We called this last time, and we're not going to make the same mistakes again. Oh, my camera's just gone absolutely berserk, so we'll stop that. Doing that.
Cameraman must have had some
Cameraman
some either really weird drugs or
cameraman was
some
on
good
some
alcohol.
pills.
I think that's everyone done for a lap time.
It is pretty much everyone done.
Big field spread.
Is a big field spread, but with some of these newcomers, I'm not surprised. I'm sure that as the event comes on, they'll get a bit of experience and find a bit of time.
Yeah, these cars definitely are very difficult to master.
They are, and we're at a very driver's circuit. Like, this is a very driver's circuit. You've got slow corners, fast corners, elevation change, hard braking, flowing, lots of things to consider.
Track looks good at night time.
It does look good at night time. It's a bit brighter there this year in real life, but
it was very good actually, sitting there in the grandstand at the night time.
As you can see, we're now a bit earlier in the day for Armor All qualifying.
Yeah, we've skipped forward a day and a bit.
We have.
The helicopter flies in the background.
The helicopter is flying over there in the background, and we'll surely see cars out of the lane in a second.
I'd say that the helicopter is probably police helicopter checking social distancing.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be honest, mate. Like, I'm going to have a brief look at the crowd. I don't think that they're adhering to social distancing here. Like, there's quite a number of people in the crowd, and I don't think that they're...
There we go, chopper cam.
We're in the chopper, so there's quite a few cars in the car, but there's quite a few fans out there, so yeah.
It's actually quite funny that, I attend this event every year.
Yeah.
And where the crowd is in game is usually where the most crowd is in real life. So
yeah, that's actually
see
quite
the headlights
interesting,
come
isn't
on?
it? So you can see the headlights
cool.
have come on. It's a cool camera that looking back up the straight. Gives you a good overview of pit lane and the length of the straight and the venue, as we're now seeing cars come out onto the lane. This 15-minute session.
I'm excited for this session.
I am also excited for this session. So RSM Latino looks like he's the first out.
Yeah, he is. Brett behind, Ben.
So we'll go on board with RSM Latino when we start to lap. He's the championship leader, so I'm trying to remember my stats. Has Latino won a race?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't have memories of it either, so...
I think his best finish is a second, so...
Yeah, I think that as well. So he's been a very consistent performer in this championship. Just racking up the performances. I'm going to double check my stats. He's had 2 second places at New it at Pukekohe race 2 and at Tasmania race 1, and that's been his best performances, but he has not finished outside of the top 5 in any race by looking at this. So that's pretty impressive.
Good. Yeah. It's credit to his talent there.
It is a credit to his talent. There we go on board.
Cuz has been sim racing for a few years now.
He has been sim racing for a few years now. He's a pretty experienced operator.
Go from the hamburger camp.
We are from the hamburger camp. Coming to turn 1.
Through the lap.
Very fast corner. Went down a gear here. He's obviously on the longer gear ratio. On the shorter one. Very tricky corner here. You want to try and double apex this, and he's sort of done it. He hasn't really squared the exit off as I would.
He sort of stayed tight.
Yeah, very tight. Did a good run out here. Should have got the corner. Finish the slide.
Yeah, that was nice.
That's pretty nice. Down here.
Yeah, one of the first sectors a little bit down.
A little bit down, but he's going to get a good run through this corner.
Yeah, that's nice.
I wonder how it affects these guys that are being a bit lighter out there as well. The track temps probably up a little bit.
Yeah, that's a factor we haven't spoken about. Just kisses the rev limit. And again.
Stayed in the second year. Missed the apex there by a fair margin.
4-5, that's I believe 103 7s and 8s should get you below 28.
Yeah, well, and he's gone off the road, so he's messed that up quite substantially there, but still be interesting to see what kind of platform we get. So we'll now get an idea of times. We've got Dahlia right behind him, so he's done 29.8. Dahlia's gone straight to the top. So Benjamin Dahlia's done 28.3 on his first lap.
That's very good.
It is very good. Steve Warwick now setting up the time.
Also in the 29, so maybe the track's gone away a little bit.
Maybe it has gone away a little bit. Being that, oh, that's a bit sharp.
Oh, you could hear that.
That's Cecil. See if we can get a replay of that. What's happened here? Oh, he's just lost the rear on entry.
Yeah, turned in very late.
And he's done the old get on the exit. Oh.
As soon as you do that, you should just bail out of the lap and try again.
Pretty much.
Don't try and recover a lap.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
hard to try and recover a lap, especially there. You just need to really give it up. So,
yeah.
These guys back to pit lane. Haran's currently up in 5th, so it's pretty good. 6th now. But he's gone faster, so that's quite a good position for him to be in at this stage of the session.
Yeah, it is. It's showing that he's learning each week, and that's very good.
It's very good. Yeah, one of the guys that came in, I think Perth.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but
Late to the series, but he's here now and enjoying it.
Enjoying it and improving that. New Zealand was his debut actually, and he's been improving every round, so it's good to see. Hopefully some of these other new guys, a couple of rounds down under their belt, are doing similar things. Yeah.
On saying that, anyone out there who is interested in racing, head to our website. It's asc.rocksolidmates.com.au, I believe.
Yeah, and all you need to do is go to the sign up part and fill out that fill out the document on there, and then if you could flick us a message or like the Facebook page or message the Facebook page, which is also accessible via the website, and or even join the Discord, which you can do via the website as well, and we'll hook you up with everything so you can go racing. Had a bit of a shortage of numbers recently in the series, but it seems to have rebounded quite nicely, which is good.
Yeah, it is. I mean, with the real supercars back, certainly hyping everyone to race again.
It is sort of helping everyone get hyped to race again. It's been a interesting year, that's for sure, for sim racing and for virtual racing, so it's keeping everyone on their toes as to what's next. So Bud's up in 6th position. He's actually up on his PB slightly, so that's a good position for him to be in this time as a newcomer to the series as well.
Yeah, it's impressive.
That is impressive. I do get excited when I see new people come along and they're towards the pointy end as to the back, so...
Yeah, it's all confidence building.
It is confidence building. And I know how it is as someone who started doing this, but if you come along and you're towards the front to start off with, you go right, you get a bit of confidence, you go right, if I do a bit of practice here and there and pick up from what these guys are doing, I could be up there.
Exactly. Yep.
So, that's sort of what happens. I've actually
You
just
and I are
seen...
both fortunate enough to do that path.
We did
towards
do
the
that
pointy
path.
end and go there.
Yep. I've just seen that, I did see that RSM Latino went purple to the first sector. Slam
Yep.
Bud improved, so he's done a 30 lap, which is not a bad lap time this series.
Also, Steve Warwick's gone to P2.
Steve Warwick has gone to P2 and he's done a 28.6. So I'm going to go back to the front. I'm going to have a look at Steve. I'm going to have a look at RSM Latino. I think did he just finish?
Yeah, he's just come out of pits.
Oh, yeah. He's
Oh.
off the road majorly, yeah. So I'm going to look at Steve Warwick. As he
Oh,
comes
Brko
along.
now.
Yep,
He's
Brko's
P2.
jumped up to P2. What's Steve Warwick got?
0.007.
And he's missed out slightly. So these guys, look at how close the lap times are between Brko, Warwick and Latino. This is going to be another one of these cracker races between these guys, I feel.
Yeah, I feel that way also, which is very good. We love to see.
We do love to see it.
It's pretty crazy to think that, you know, you find 0.007 and you're up on the front row.
It is pretty amazing. So it's good to see the front of this field is very competitive, as well as it is competitive throughout the whole field at this point.
There's a lot of times close together.
There is a lot of times close together, even with the big field spread. So I reckon that's going to make for exciting racing. Just going to look around. Brett Jarrett's is currently on a lap. I don't know if it's going to be enough to challenge the guys in front because it's a big gap, but he's going to improve his own lap time and get further away from those guys behind him.
Oh, it's very taily.
It's very taily. If he's running the setup that he got sent from me, then it probably is very taily.
He improves.
He improves to a 23.9, so...
29.3. If he did 23.9, we'd explode, mate.
We have to ring up Dame Warren. And so, it's 5 minutes to go in the session. We haven't really talked about Ben, because he's done a 27.9 now, and he's straight ahead of everyone once again.
It's like you can just press a button on the dash that says do 27.9 and the car does it itself. So very impressive.
Has been a very impressive driver in this series so far. Had some disappointing results due to technical dramas and other things, but he came on strong and was almost... He'd won both races on debut and almost got pole on debut, and ever since then hasn't looked back. And having come up to main game in the last few rounds, he's challenged some of the guys in that field, so it's...
I believe Ben actually won the Victorian State Formula 4 Championship, is that correct?
He did win the Victorian State Formula 4 Championship. That is correct, that I believe.
So
anyway, that's what I've heard.
He knows what he's doing in the sim and in real life, so good on him, you know, it's good to see.
It is really good to see, like, see it transfer across, and also, like, I'm not sure how long he's been into sim racing, but good to see more real life guys that do race in real life getting into it on the sim.
Yeah, we've had a couple of those now.
We have
Josh Anderson,
yeah, and,
name one.
And Brody Kostecki have both participated in the main game throughout the season that we've had for various wildcard appearances. So
mic off.
Well, where did that time go? Because we've only got 3 minutes 40 left. And it
Mic
seems that
on.
the top 4 is pretty much locked in. I'd say that'll be our top 4. Don't know what order yet, but that'll probably be our top 4.
I'd say that's our top 4, mate. It's just what order it's going to be. So I'm going to start watching Ben. I'm going to have a look at the time to see who is actually improving out there.
Liam Budd just improved.
Liam Budd did just improve. It's good to see, but he's sort of in no man's land there. He's sort of in the part between the guys with the, the really super fast guys and the sort of mid-pack guys. So he's in a bit of a no man's land there, but I will be interested to see how he goes in race trim against guys like Matt Cecil and Peter Richards who've done a few races in this series.
He's improving again.
He's improving again.
Nearly 2 tenths, so that's cool. Good to see.
I haven't had a great look at the broadcast chat, but if anyone wants to say anything, go ahead. So we've got Ben Thompson, who we know as the game, in the chat. We've also got
Hey Ben.
Hans Brunswick, who I believe that's who it is, who's commentated for AMS Oz Supercars. So that's good to see him having a look. And we've got Brute in the broadcast chat as well, saying go Cecil and Brko. So there's a lot of support out there for Cecil and Brko, I'm seeing. As Steve Brko is actually up into second place now in this session, so this is going to be a nail-biter to... He's actually gone purple at the first sector as well.
Yeah, wow. That's awesome.
It is awesome. We'll see what happens in the middle sector for him, but he's a long way away from Ben, time-wise. Oh, he's
good
actually
middle sector.
That is a good middle sector. He's probably not going to beat Ben here, but he's going to go mighty close to him, so... Yeah, it's impressive lap here from Brko. We didn't really expect anyone to get near the time that Benjamin does. But
Oh,
he's got
no!
this. Oh no! And I've called too early again.
He still might improve the time. Oh, he got a cut track.
Got a cut track. Oh, that's unfortunate, but he still remains.
I'd say it would have been turn 10.
Yeah, I'd say so. He still remains in P2, so...
Oh, what a shame.
It's a fair bit of a shame.
Oh god, I thought he was going to hit the cameraman then.
Yeah, he nearly hit the cameraman. So, keep on looking on, what's going on.
Track might be improving.
Track could be improving. Well, we've got the track does grip up.
I think it has improved because I think we just missed it, but Ben has gone faster.
Yeah, Ben has done a 27.6, so that is like main game qualifying times now at this point. From
That's
Ben,
very
so
quick.
He is streets ahead of this field at this circuit.
And I'd say Steve Warwick here will go to P2 because he was up 3 tenths on his PB.
The track has definitely improved in these last couple of minutes, so...
Yeah, look at that. Just gets it.
Only just gets it, but he's up into P2.
Yeah, Ben's, slapped the field. Well done, Ben.
Well done,
Another
Ben.
pole position.
He's sitting in his garage, but it's another pole position for Ben. That's an incredible number that he's got so far in this series. So we'll just see if anyone is still out there circulating, completing a lap. I think Brett Jarrett's is out there. Matt Cecil doesn't be improving.
Did Steve Warwick cross the line before the timer ran out?
He may have. I think he may have.
He'd be the last one.
He'd be the last one then. Oh, and he's...
Yeah. Oh, well, it doesn't matter anyway.
Doesn't matter anyway now. So we will go back to the... see if we can get a camera on the...
Our cameraman. Apologies to everyone watching. Our cameraman taking the wrong medication tonight.
He has taken the wrong medication tonight. So look down the main straight here. I think that's going to be mostly it. So Dahlia's on pole from Warwick, Brko, Latino, Brett Jarrett's in 5th there, and Liam Budd.
Stenny just improved then.
Stenny did just improve to 9th, so that's a good qualifying session there from Stenny, to be honest. Quite impressed with that. And yeah, Matt Cecil's 7th, Peter Richards 8th. Those two had a good race last time out here, so we'll see how that progresses. With Stenny in 9th, good qualifying for him. Lachlan Horan 10th. Claimbot 11th. Dane Licciardo in 12th. Dodger 13th. And our two newcomers, Michael Pollard and Aidan Sykes, round out the field.
Yeah,
So,
good session.
good session.
Yeah, as I said earlier,
Field spreads. So
Ben's slapping the field.
he is slapping the field, but we know in races, when he's under pressure, that's when stuff seems to come undone for him. So can't call it yet. I mean, he was impressive in main game last week, but you can't say anything until
Yeah, correct.
you see it happen.
Impressed with Liam Budd. That's a row 3 start on debut.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed with Liam Budd as well. Like, to be up there with those guys and pretty much in front of half the field on your first go, and I don't know how much experience he's got in sim racing or whatever, but first time in this series, it's pretty. Those guys at the front are pretty competitive. They're, as we know, they come in a race in the main game, and the main game of ASC is very competitive, and they don't look bad against those guys. So to be even in the same ballpark on your first go, it's it builds for good things in the future. And he's got 3 races here to learn and see how he progresses.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's all about learning and yeah, improving on your skills and hopefully getting into the top half of the field, which pretty much already has, but I'm sure he wants to be up a little bit further. So yeah, if he sticks at it and improves his skills, he'll probably be battling for podiums and stuff. So that's pretty cool to see.
It will be pretty cool to see. You see people warming up their engines. Not too many people keen to come out of the lane. Like Ben Daly is going to come out of the lane, so we'll give him a bit of camera. That's it. This series is all about sort of learning, improving. It's why we don't really do pit stops in this series.
No.
Give the guys just to focus on the driving of the cars, and yes, we've still got open setups and whatnot, so they learn all that kind of stuff, but mainly to give guys the experience of racing against other cars in short sort of racing formats, but the occasional pit stop race just to introduce those sort of skills to people.
Also learning the cars as well, because probably in any sim, the V8 Supercar is probably the hardest car you can drive at a good pace.
It is one of the hardest cars to drive, and I've also made a comment about supercars that you can drive. Sort of my experience in sim racing, you can drive a GT car, and you can be shockingly slow off the pace, and you feel like you're half driving it with some commitment. Where if you're even driving one of these things without spinning out, you're normally not that bad. Like if you can keep one of these things stationary, keep one of these things not stationary, but keep it within the confines of the racing circuit, you're normally only a handful of seconds off the faster guys, where a GT car you could be 10 seconds off and not really know what you're doing wrong, because all the aids and whatnot that make it a fair bit easier to control those cars.
Yeah, exactly.
Ben's practicing
And diving in.
Yep. No aids in this series either, no traction control ABS, so it's another thing for these guys to learn that differs from GT cars and other forms of racing.
The way it should be, mate. Everyone should learn the hard way. Like when you learn to swim, you just get thrown in the deep end and hope that you don't drown. So
Yeah, well, sort of how I learnt to swim, and I still can't swim properly. And it's alright.
don't worry, I'm the same.
Brute says he's loving the night racing. I'm loving the night racing too. I'm keen to do some of it myself.
Yep, I'm keen tomorrow night. We should go half okay, hopefully.
Should go half okay.
In saying that though, I have recovered from my foot injury, but now I have a fracture in a finger, so it should be quite interesting to see how I go with that.
You're not doing a particularly good job of staying uninjured, are you?
No, well, thought I'd make a comeback to rugby league this year, and that's what happens. So.
That's what happens. It's alright, I've got plenty of cuts and stuff over my hands. Don't have band-aids on them anymore. Just doing stuff in the backyard, it's what happens.
That's it. Life.
So I haven't been doing any sim racing to make sure that my hands are fine. So Matt Cecil was the only one who did a time in that warm-up session, so everyone just going out for a quick run.
Yep. Probably practice the start and see how they feel.
Entry in case you need to. Not that we have any pit stops required in these races tonight, but still, it's a handy thing to have knowledge about. I know I got done for speeding in the pit lane in ASC in the first race, so
well,
here we are, 8 laps. First of our 3 races.
I'm quite excited actually.
I'm quite excited as well, mate. Don't really know what's going to happen in these short ones.
No.
It's good to be here under lights. It's a cool sight. It was a bit bum last round when we weren't racing here under night lights and we were racing here in the daytime, so it's good to be able to come back here and race under lights.
Yeah, it should be very cool. See the headlights already on.
Yep.
Some of the cars.
Cameraman is not on. Long wait here. Formation lap to start. They're underway for the formation lap. I'll let you run through the grid, Cole, tonight for this first one.
Yeah, no worries. So on pole, fantastic lap. He absolutely dominated qualifying. Benjamin Dahlia in second place. We've got my old man, Steve Warwick. He should go okay. In third place, the other Steve Brko. In fourth, we have RSM Latino, also known as Kaz. Fifth place is Brett Gerrits. In sixth is one of the newcomers, Liam Budd. It's a very impressive effort. Seventh place is Matt Cecil. And eighth place is Peter Richards. Then we have the ninth, your old man, Stenny, with that beautiful livery. 10th place is Lachlan Horan. 11th place is a McLean guy. Credit card, looks like a lolly. 12th place is Dane Licciardo, I believe that's how we pronounce it. We will tonight until we get told otherwise. 13th is crowd favourite Dodger, Jack Noonan's Commodore. 14th, yeah, it is a good effort. 14th, one of the other newcomers, Michael Pollard. And in 15th place, rounding out the field, is Aidan Sight.
So 15 car field, slightly more than we had last time here.
Yeah, should be good. Long now before they grid up and get the green flag.
No, not long now. So warming up their tyres and whatnot. Interested to see how this goes. If you've been, you really want to get a good start here and break away. I mean, we know he's got the pace, but yeah, just don't know what it's gonna deliver. Aggressive grid format really means that you don't want to have a bad race really and end up starting a race near the back. And pulls into his grid box.
Here we go, mate.
There we go.
With the last few cars lining up now. See the big licorice straps already. People.
Cars look to be lined up.
Here we go. Oh, here we go. So he gets the jump.
Green flag.
Dahlia's got the jump already just. Steve
There's a lot of wheel spin
Brko
from
got
Warwick.
a very good start. And so did Matt Cecil. Matt Cecil's up in the 3rd position there in the background.
Wow,
So
what?
impressive start there from Matt. So we come down into turn 2 for the first time. So what happens to the back?
Oh,
It's been
Ben!
a big shunt.
Oh my goodness!
Been a big shunt with Stenny and he's I don't even know, got to keep watching. And Ben's gone up as well. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, Ben locked it up and went straight ahead.
So Steve Warwick now leads the race. We get a replay. We'll get a replay of the bench, but so I want to see what happened there. He's just locked it up and gone off.
Yeah, he locked the front. Just went off.
It's unfortunate, but he's now going to have to work his way back here. So we've got the two crowd favourites in the YouTube chat of Matt and Steve. They're 1-2 in this race. The minute.
Got a yellow flag. Not sure what that's for.
The claim bike wasn't up there at the timing, so I'm trying to work out what the hell's going on there. I think a claim bike may have cut the track and rejoined, but he's
Okay.
redressing positions for the looks. So it's been an eventful start to this race. So I'm going to go back to
There is action everywhere.
There is action everywhere at this moment. I knew that these little short races were going to throw up some spice.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
This is fantastic. So Brett Jarrett's had a good start as well. So him and Matt definitely the best of the starters as well as Brko.
Falcons here. Oh!
Oh, he's had a look at him.
Both the Falcons had a great start.
We've got a car
The yellow flag. Oh,
we've got a safety car. We've got a safety car.
Oh, safety car. Yes, we do.
It's flashing. It's safety car. So we're going to get a replay. I'm going to see
Is
what.
it a safety car?
It's flashing, so I believe it's a safety car.
Oh,
he's
no.
They're both going around. That's Cuz. How did Cuz end up so far back?
This is unbelievable, mate.
There's been a lot of action in this evening. And yeah, and then Peter Richards has struggled to recover. And yeah, it's brought out the safety car. So yeah.
Oh, this will help the likes of Warwick and Vialia and Cuz, who's now says he's 7th on timing, but I don't believe that's correct.
We've also had a claim by DNF from the race, so
That's unfortunate.
it's unfortunate, but yeah, we'll see where Cuz is. I don't see him in 7th, to be honest.
No,
I'm
I don't
confused
either.
as to what's going on there. This is really going to make this race short already, even shorter.
Yeah, hopefully we don't finish under safety car. When was the last time we had a safety car for Super 2?
Good
I believe
question,
there was
mate.
one at Perth.
There was one at Perth on the first lap, that would have been the last time.
We didn't have one at the last event here, so yeah, this will be interesting.
I'm interested. What the hell? Dahlia! Oh man, I don't know what happened there. I'm going to have to get a replay. Has he just caught the back of the queue and just not noticed that everyone
Yeah,
was racing speed?
I don't think he's realised that there's a safety car on the circuit, and he's been called out.
Oh,
Oh, mate,
That was so lucky not to hit the wall and hit everybody else.
Oh, that is so close.
It is so close. So, field's all compressed now.
Yeah, this is exciting, to say the least.
It's exciting to say the least, and there's a bit of mix-ups in the back as people try and get themselves into whatever the right position is they're meant to be in. Oh dear.
Oh. There we go. I think they're in the right positions now.
I think they are in the right position, so... Go towards the front, so...
Where's Cuz?
Where is Cuz?
Fourth, fifth,
He is in
sixth,
7th.
seventh.
So he's
Okay,
in 7th
yeah, there it is.
position, so... Lachlan Horan in 8th, that's been a good start from him as well. He's missed most of this carnage at the back. And Mike Pollard is up 5 spots from the back of the grid up to 9th, so...
Wowee.
It's been a wowee start, that's for sure. Eventful race.
I'm just looking at Steve Warwick there. He sort of had the overlap, sort of like how SVG did to McLaughlin. And actually, I believe Will Brown did it to Thomas Randall as well on the weekend. So I wonder if anyone tries that strategy.
A bit of confusion with these back tyres as to who needs to be where, looks like.
I'd say Peter Richards would have to be in that.
Considering he spun out, I'd imagine so.
But, as we both know, AMS does AMS things.
It does do AMS things. The Dodger's now up to 10th as well. What can we just say? His fan favourite Dodger.
Top 10.
He's in the top 10, so good result there
Three
for the
spots.
Dodgers so far. So hopefully we get green flag running this lap, which should be no reason why we shouldn't.
Yeah, the incident's been cleared.
Don't know if the lights are off on the safety car. I'm not able to be able
I
to tell
thought you were about to say I don't know where the accident is.
Well, I don't know. Well, I know where the accident was, Cole. I saw the
Everest.
accident. I saw the accident live.
Well, we know one team that struggles with seeing
We do
accidents
know, yeah,
in
well,
Mount
we do.
Panorama. We won't say
somewhere
any more.
somewhere up on the mountain, clearly. So hopefully, everyone escapes the penalty for safety car restart infringements and whatnot here as well. We do have a live steward, and the live steward is me. So, so hoping that we can stop any of that if it occurs.
I don't think it will, but we'll see.
Should be right.
Brko holds station now. Lets the safety car go a little bit. If it goes green this lap.
If it goes green this lap. So, a bit of work for Warwick.
The lights are off.
Lights are off, yeah. Safety car is away here, so we'll see what happens. Brko's a pretty experienced operator, so he should know what the go is here.
Is anyone doing what I said with the overlap?
Oh,
Yes.
Green, green, green.
we're green. Oh
There's the
my
green.
god.
Oh,
Oh
no.
my god. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god!
Oh my god, that is a monumental accident.
That's one of the biggest accidents I've
We're
ever
back
seen.
under safety car. We are back under safety car. That was just stupidity. I'm gonna get a replay of that. What the hell is happening here? We've got everyone overlapped there. We've had people go. Oh my.
I've got nothing to say.
I have nothing to add. I'm gonna get another replay of that. We try and decipher what's happened here. So we've had RSM Latino get on the throttle. I'm gonna do this in slow mo, hey. Like, so we've
Yeah,
got
go in slow mo.
RSM Latino. So we've got these guys that have all gone at the front. They've all got the big overlap like real life on.
The thing is though, these guys have gone when it said go green, when it's
Yeah.
up to the front guy to go.
Yeah, exactly right. So
They've passed before the control line, there's going to be a lot of penalties.
there is going to be a lot of penalties. There's been a lot of passing before the control line. You're allowed to overlap and you're allowed to go, but you're not allowed to really pass before the control Colin, and that's a big accident there for Michael Pollard. That's huge.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest accidents I've seen in Sydney Motorsport Park.
That is an absolutely huge accident. And like it's still going on down here.
Oh, I'm sorry to laugh, but all you can do is laugh.
All you can do is laugh. This was just massive. And it continued down to turn 1 somehow.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, he's out of tyre now.
Denny's had a tyre down, so.
What an amazing accident!
What an amazing accident. So Stenny is now retired from the race, I believe, and Brko's back on the safety car. So this is going to be a very short race, to be honest. It's been just yellow. Yeah, that was a bit stupid there from a number of people, in my opinion, and there'll probably be a fair few penalties because, yes, you can overlap. A lot of people were overlapping, a lot of people were going then on before the green, so game doesn't necessarily penalise for it, but yes, you can go on green, but you still can't do whatever the hell was going on there.
I think a few people have got to read the rule book, so. But not only that, it's bloody common sense.
There's a bit of common sense, though.
Disappointing to see an accident, but at the same time, it's very good entertainment.
Well, I don't like seeing an accident as an admin. I've got to now go back and review that.
Yeah, we both
because
do.
there's lots of stuff going, but like.
It'll be an enjoyable adventure for us to watch that.
I don't like watching pace car laps either, so.
No. Sure.
No, safety cars breed safety cars, but that was more than breeding. Whatever happened then, that is actually one of the biggest accidents that I've ever seen in Automobilista.
Oh, hopefully we can edit a video and get some commentary over that.
Yeah.
Some real life commentary, because I believe that would be very funny.
That would be very funny. I'll have to flicker some messages away to some people that I know that are in the know in that. So pretty much Lachlan Horan is in 6th that we at. That's impressive performance from him. He stole this bullshit. Because that's what it is. That's what I'm going to call it. Because
yeah. Well, we can swear on this broadcast. It is bullshit.
It is. It's just yeah. It's not the driving standards that we like to see, but so we've got delivered, and we're even going to go green again in this race. It is fantastic entertainment. This isn't.
If we go green this lap, that.
We're going to go green. Hopefully we go green for one lap. Hopefully we go green for one lap, but
yeah, look, this will be interesting.
This is the first time we've had 2 safety cars in a Super 2 race ever.
Incredible.
Just having a bit of a look at the broadcast chat. We've had NZ Snipes is a teammate of Pollard, and I got to see him roll. Wasn't great. Yeah, one lap sprint to the end probably here, and Brute said that was bad facepalm. I agree. There's not too much you can really say about what we just witnessed.
Can't believe Pollard is still circulating after rolling the car.
I'm surprised he's still circulating after rolling the car.
Testament to the build of those race cars. Yeah, that would be one better chassis. A real race car. Heard live audio in the background there.
Yeah, sorry, we had a disgruntled driver wanted to.
Yeah, they've come up to the hamburger tower.
They have come up to the hamburger tower, unfortunately. But
I think we are going
to go green for one more lap. So.
Oh my! I'm not sure if I want this to happen.
I'm not sure if I want this to happen either, because I reckon that could come straight back out. They've got people trying to overlap again, which is all fine. It's all within the rules.
That's the green flag. Go, go,
We're
go.
underway. We are underway, and we've 2-1 with Steve Warwick, who's
Yep, that'll be another penalty.
made a
So
pass.
he'll be getting 2 penalties.
I'm going to keep an eye on this. I think Brko's going to probably sprint away with this one, but we'll see what happens. Oh, this is going to not end well.
No.
No. And then, two Steves have had each other off, and it's
Terrible.
been a very messy night. Very messy night. And believe it or not, after all that, Brett Gerrits is the race leader. From Liam Budd in his debut, and he could win this race.
He could.
He could have. I'm going to go
Brett
back.
makes a mistake.
Got Brko side by side with Lachlan Moran, who's currently battering over 5th place.
Oh,
Lachlan's holding it.
got him.
I'm impressed here. This drive from Lachlan. It's very much not the end of the field where he normally is at.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's off.
He's brought it back.
Talked him up, but good drive. Oh, it's desperation central here. Everybody's just losing their minds a bit. But
I think we'll have to have a chat after this race to everyone.
I think we might have to have a chat to everyone after this race.
Brett comes around.
Brett's
He
gonna come
got
around.
an unexpected race win.
Unexpected race win, but good on him. Good on you, Brett. It's a good
well
race
done,
win.
mate.
It's another one for him in the total this season, with Liam Budd in 2nd place on debut, and Matt Cecil gets his first podium of the season, with Steve
Oh
Burke
my
has had
God.
a huge crash crossing the line. Dahlia 5th. I need to go through and even work out where everyone is. Haran 6th. RSM Latino 7th. Dodger in 8th, which is one of Dodger's best finishes of the year.
That's awesome.
Aiden Sykes in 9th on debut. Steve Warwick rounds out 10th after all that. Pollard 11th after a rollover. Dane Licciardo 12th, with Peter Richards, Stenny and Acclaim by our DNFs, but holy, what was that? Was that a car race? Was that a car race that we watched?
I have no words.
I have no words, but that's incredibly entertaining.
It goes down in the book.
Let's go down in the books.
Good job by the podium there.
Really good job by the podium there. So, just gonna.
Yeah, that was entertaining. It wasn't much of a car race, but
It wasn't
lots
much
of
of a car
entertainment.
race, but it was quite entertaining as a viewer. Just taking away live pictures just for now, just while we get some things sorted out. But yeah, it was a race. It occurred. There's a lot to like when you don't even know what the order is. I literally had no idea what the order was until everyone across the line. Like that's excitement central, and I feel bad for Brko. He sort of.
I feel incredibly bad for Brko. That was a
It was a bit
dumb,
silly,
desperate move.
It was a dumb, desperate move, but for the race lead. But that'd be motor racing, and that'd be
Well,
what happened.
before that, Steve Warwick had made a silly move by passing before the control line, so
He had. So
just a little bit desperate to get to the lead, and yeah, it's
we
back.
normally don't have too many penalties that we hand out in this series, but it looks like it's going to be a fair few that are going to come out of this.
I think a fair few will get max penalties, actually.
I
So.
think there's going to be a bit of that going on, and yeah, you know what though is interesting about all this, Cole, that we haven't even talked about.
What's
That's our
that,
grid for the next race. That's the starting
Oh.
grid for the next race.
Yeah, that's
So this is, yeah, this is It's really opened this whole race meeting up.
It's interesting. Very interesting.
So I've just given everyone a bit of a warning.
Maybe mention that they can't pass for the control line during a safety car, and leader has right of way. Sorry to everyone that can hear us chatting about that, but it has to be done so we can get proper racing in. Well done.
Well done. I'll get some pictures back in a second. Still a little bit away from the start of the next one, but yeah, what do you really say about what we just watched? What's there that can be said?
Exactly what I just didn't say. Nothing.
Pretty much. Bit of silliness from everyone, and that last, I mean, one lap flyers always end poorly. They're never gonna. It's never gonna go well when you've got one lap to go and a restart. But yeah.
Saw some of the drivers have a chat just before, and one not happy.
There's a few people
But
not happy,
accepted
and
the apology, which is good.
I wouldn't be happy if I was in that race, to be honest, if
No.
I was a lot of the drivers in that race, but if I was Brett Jarrett's and Liam Butt, I'd be pretty happy, and Matt Cecil. They've all sort of benefited from what's happened, but yeah, it's not really what we like to see, but, you know, things happen. It's racing. That's why we watch it. It's exciting.
That's it.
And the predictable top four that we thought we had going into that race, we didn't have. I think only one person from that top four bunch ended up being in the top four.
Brko.
Yeah. Yeah, Brko. Who should have won that race. So,
Even though he didn't win the race, he got the most points out of all of them, so that's
he did, which
something to take away from it.
is something to take away from it. As it was a bad race for everybody, but obviously it's only worth 100 points as opposed to the 150 as per normal. So, yeah. And I've just read what Stairs has written in the broadcast chat. Obviously, Stairs, our lead commentator and director tomorrow night. He's written, well, that made Pearl Harbor look like frolicking in the daisies.
Yeah, there was definitely some torpedoes.
Look, Pearl Harbor got the USA in the war, and I'll tell you what, there's going to be a few people at war out here today after that aren't going to be too happy with what's just going on. So I'm just trying to work out what the hell's going on here. So we've still got Liam Buddies, we're waiting to grid up. I've just realised what's been going on. So it's a bit upsetting for guys. That's the problem with the progressive grid, I guess, is it does affect where you start, how your race goes. So
Yeah. So, see how we go from here.
there we go from here. Some people that'll be wanting to stay out of the stewards' ears, that's for sure.
Where is Liam?
Where is Liam? There he is. He's here.
Yes. Got a helmet cam with Brett, have we?
We have no, I've got something going
There we
on
go.
here. But yeah, I'll rush one of the good this time. So we got Brett Jarrett's on pole position. With Liam Budd in second. Matt Cecil in third. That was impressive from all those guys. Steve Brko in fourth. Benjamin Dahlia from fifth, so that was an okay recovery guessing what happened. Lachlan Horan in sixth, his personal best of the season. With
well done.
Latino in seventh, which is his worst finish of the season. Dodger in eighth, fan favourite. Aiden Sykes in ninth on debut. Steve Warwick in 10th after that move on the last lap. Michael Pollard in 11th with a repaired car after a rollover. Dane Lichiata in 12th. Peter Richards in 13th, not a great race for him, with Stenny and McLeanbite that are going to round out the field. Well, after that last race, Colin, I'm not going to predict anything. I'm going to shut up and I'm going to pray that nothing happens. And we have a boring race.
We'll just let them line up and just go from there.
Yeah, I'm not going to predict anything. I'm not going to say anyone is going to win. I'm not going to say someone's doing well. I'm not going to say anything. Because anything that I say happens, causes stuff that I don't want to see happen.
You know what? For the purposes of analysis and for the people of the audience, who do you think will win this race? Exactly.
I'm not saying, I can't say it. I can't say anybody because I'm going to curse them. Because I've cursed every single person I've said that's going to win. In every single race.
It's exactly what I wanted you to say, so I'm glad you did that and we're on the same page as we usually are. But yeah, as drivers ourselves, if that happened to us, man,
I'd be livid at this point.
I mean, something similar did happen to me last race, man, with
did?
none other than crowd favourite Thomas McMillan.
Thomas Demo Derby, yeah, him. Yeah.
So I know how it feels to be on the wrong end of the stick.
Well, I'm actually quite impressed that we've had all 15 guys come back for this second race after that, you know.
Yeah, it's awesome.
A few people might have spat the dummy over that. I know I wouldn't have been too happy I'm not one to spit the dummy and leave, but I wouldn't have been too happy if I was involved in that. I would have been giving some people some character references, as everyone knows I'm pretty famous for on my Twitch. It wouldn't have been good for a lot of people.
No.
We lined up. Don't know what to see. Don't know what we're going to see here.
You know what, but I'm more excited for this than I was race one because we don't know what's going to happen.
We didn't know what was going to happen last race and what's happened, but
here we go.
Lights come on.
Are on.
Green flag.
We're underway.
Start from the front
Good
row.
start from Liam Budd and Matt
got
Cecil's
secondary
also
wheel
got a good
spin.
start. So Liam Budd, on debut, he's going to lead into turn 1 in race 2.
Unbelievable.
So I'm going to keep an eye backwards in the pack. Oh, he's got red all over him. He's back in the pack. See what happens. Anything can happen at this corner, as we know.
Oh, someone's off.
Got a car off. That is Dodger. Dodger's
Dodger.
gone off.
Well, Dodger's back to his old book. Until he recovers.
here we go.
Oh, that was sideways.
Brett Jarrett's, he's gone down the inside. And Matt Cecil's
Brko and Ben
as
already
well.
moving through.
Oh, steady. Steady. Still on for the race lead here, and Brko's up there, and he's trying to get a spot down, and these guys are still side by side. This is still
This
going.
is awesome.
Benjamin Dahlia's now up there, and
relocking.
Brko, oh. It's all on this
Well
4
done.
cars battling for the race lead here.
This is what we wanted to see in the original race. And
It is what we want to see, and Brett's
Oh,
gone
Brett's off the road.
He's off the road, but he's managed to save it because of that tarmac runoff, but he's promoted Dahlia and Brko up there. We've got Cuz there, we've got a number of guys here that could make progress here in these early stages.
it looks like the front runners are starting to make their way back to the front again.
Steve Warwick's up in the 6th.
Here we go. It looks like it's going to be on again.
It does look like it's going to be on again.
And this is what we wanted to see. Good racing,
This is what we want to see, good racing.
hard fought battles.
Yeah, not what we saw in the last race.
I just want to say, like, awesome job, Liam Budd. You know, second race here
Second race
at
ever in this
AFC.
championship, and he's leading the race against Benjamin Dahlia and Brko and Brett, who've all won races so far in this series. With Latino, who's championship leader, behind them, so he's managed to hold him off for the first lap. Oh,
Run wide there.
Be under a lot of pressure
He's
here.
just got to protect a bit. He's just got to protect. He's got to watch the dive here. There it is.
He's going to have a dive at him.
No, he's backed out of it.
He's backed
Oh,
out.
he left room.
Oh, he left room, but Ben sort of was a bit conservative.
I like it because it brings back the other guys.
It is bringing back the other guys into this fight.
Thought he was going to run a bit wide.
Oh, Brett. Everybody's just... Oh, he's
Oh,
into him.
he's forcing it.
Forced the move. They're side by side now down this straight, and here comes...
This will be interesting.
It will be interesting.
You
and
do
I think,
not want to go too wide there.
I think Liam's just given it up. He's just accepted that that's done. Oh my God. Steve Warwick, that was very opportunistic dive. He's got it done cleanly.
I don't know where this aggression has come from my old man.
I don't know, mate, but you better go talk to him, because
Yeah, he's triple the aggression I am.
mate, he's making my old man look like a not an aggressive driver. That
How's
was
the half tank
a
slapper?
big moment there for Brett Jarrett. Oh, and Brko's gone wide, I've noticed up ahead. He's lost a bit of
Maybe
ground.
my old man's gone to the school that Cuz went to last race.
Yeah. It's good to see that everyone's sort of very close here and there's a fair bit of close battling going on. I don't want to go back and look at it, but I can see the battle further back is close as well because this is still going on. Oh my God, Steve! He is pumped up the aggression
Oh, in
for
his
tonight. Just barge your way through.
Hey, I did like that move.
Oh,
that
Brett's gone round.
move. Oh no.
That's unfortunate.
Hopefully that doesn't cause a safety car.
Hopefully not. No.
Yeah,
He's
we did.
recovered that. I'm just going to look further back. Yeah. These guys were all sort of close on track, but it's sort of spread out a bit now. So we are going to move our way back to the front while there's still racing going on. We'll do a bit of a field check later on. So after that battle with Benjamin Dahlia now has a 2.3 second lead over Steve Brko. Steve Warwick in third. Liam Budd still off the front there in fourth.
And sets fastest lap, 29.4. It just goes to show that during the race, even when you get clean laps, the lap times are a bit away from qualifying.
Yeah, they are a fair bit away from qualifying, even when you're right at the front. Matt Cecil runs wide there at turn one, but he's done well to hang on to these front bunch, I will say.
Yeah, both Matt and Liam have done fantastic here.
Yeah, they actually have done fantastic here. To
I
make
actually expected them to fall away a lot.
Yeah, so have I,
They
since
haven't.
they're racing. And other person I've got to give credit to is further back. I'm just going to go back to him is Lachlan Horan. He's been at the back with a lot of the guys' back markers, but he's managed to hang on to the, not so much the front guys, but he's been in front of the back guys for most of this event. So
Correct.
that's been pretty impressive. Oh, and Cuz switched back at the right time, and Cuz having a look at Liam Budd, and now he's...
I'm going to say it. Him and Steve Warwick, the aggression has picked up massively.
Has picked up massively.
Must be the Sydney air.
Must be the Sydney air, both from Sydney, of course.
Yep. Us only living about 5 minutes away from this track. The gap is closing between the double Steves.
It is closing between the double Steves. I've noticed that Dahlia sort of just, he's going fastest lap, but, well, as we just say that, we've had
All
the
three of
fastest
them
lap
just did
broken
that.
by all three, with Steve Warwick being the fastest, so expect this to close up again. We're already on lap 5 of this race, so this has gone remarkably quickly.
Yeah, I do like the short race.
I do like the short race. I like the short race when there's not safety car out the whole event. I'm going to keep an eye and see what battles are going on. If there's anything further back, we've still got this battle going on here for 4th, 5th and 6th from...
I've got a feeling that'll tighten up.
That's going to tighten up, and I'm going to say Matt's done a good job there. Brett's gapped away from Moran. With Dane Macchiato in 9th, that's not too bad from him,
Up
and a
4
Claymont in
places.
10th. He's up
Yeah,
6
he's up
places.
6.
Mike Pollard's up 1 there, so he's having a solid race in 11th. Peter Richardson 12th. Stenny's down in 13th, and Aiden Sykes is at the field, and Dodger has retired from the race again.
Ah, that's sad.
Missed
All the
that.
gaps.
Oh, and Steve
Still-
Warwick's gone around.
Oh no. Yeah, probably pushing a little too
It looks
hard.
like he's having lagging issues.
Yeah, that was strange.
It was rather strange, but yeah. Dahlia now
Ben-
is fast again, but we're going to look at Bud and Tino. 'cause it's gonna
Surprisingly, he only went faster by a couple of hundred, so I'd say in race trim, the boys are all fairly the same pace, which is very cool.
It is very cool. This last race is going to be interesting, where it's a bit more about conserving yourself and not just going all that.
Oh, to lock up.
Big mistake there from Liam, and that's just handed that position
That's
for
done.
Gus.
Yep.
It's done. So Brett's closing back in on this pack.
Well, it's going to be interesting now with Steve having that spin, or half spin. The tyres will be fairly hot, so
There will be.
it won't surprise me if Cuz catches right up to the back of him.
No, it wouldn't surprise me of that either. So I don't even
You and
know
I
whether
both know you have a half spin in these cars, and the tyres just
Yeah,
they don't cover.
they're not
for a
recovered
little while.
for quite a while. So I don't know really where to look at the minute, to be honest. Looking at the gaps, I'm going to go back and have a look at a Claymont and Dane with Yardo, because they're close on the circuit at the minute. Just show off some of the guys that are a bit further back. Oh, there is a little bit of a lull in the proceedings at the front. I believe a Claymont is catching Dane.
See these guys racing.
It's good to see these guys racing.
Hopefully these new guys are enjoying it and having fun.
Yep, first race.
Don't forget anyone out there again, if you want to join the series, get in contact with us.
Yep, we're willing to help you out as best as we can. So that's sort of lulled off there a bit at the back, and I think Dane's pulling away, so it's sort of a bit settled. I'm going to go just see what's going on up here. It's all sort of big gaps at the minute, like,
Yeah, it seems everyone's settled into a rhythm and probably just want to finish where they are for the next race.
it's actually,
Quite a long road.
it's good to see that it's settled into a rhythm, because the last race...
Oh no.
Oh,
Speaking of that,
oh they've both
they
followed
both
one
run
another
one.
off. They both followed one another off there. It's extraordinary.
it's extraordinary.
So I reckon Brett's gonna come onto the back of these two shortly. We'll say that we've now got the top 4 back to the expected top 4.
Yeah,
And I'd probably say
quite
Brett's
funny.
the 5th fastest car in this field, so he'll be looking to get past these two.
say this last lap coming up, you might do it.
And have a
Whereas Liam runs very wide. Matt does as well, coming off the final corner.
he
Yeah,
does.
he's got him here.
He's got him here. Yeah, he's got a big run. Although it's hard to get a pass done into turn 1 at this track. Brett's going to play the safe game, go on the outside, and I reckon he's going to try and come back at him into turn 2. No, he's going to try and hang there. That's
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
my goodness.
My goodness. I do not know how they've made that through like that. That was fantastic car control there from Matt.
Was.
I've known Matt quite a long time, and impressed to see that he managed to
Yeah,
gather
me
that
too.
up.
If that was the old Matt that we knew, he would have been fired off into the fence.
Yeah, so quite impressed there from Matt. That's Brett Jarrett's up in the 6th. In interesting circumstances.
Yeah, that was something you and I both wouldn't do.
No, I wouldn't have gone outside round there, but he pulled it off, so... Roger do believe this is the last lap, so I'm going to go to
It
the
is.
front. Focus on Benjamin Dahlio, who finally it's taken him 4 races here at Sydney Motorsport Park, but he's finally going to win a race here.
Yeah, well done. Well deserved.
So he's 4.6 second gap, so he's away from the field. So that's pretty impressive.
I bet he can't wait to leave this place, so.
Yeah, it hasn't been the best of luck for him, and Brko gets P2,
Well done,
and
Brko.
again another P2. So Warwick in 3rd, Latino
well done.
4th, Jarrett
Come home strong.
He's 5th, so he got Matt then, did he? Oh yeah, he did at turn 1.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Matt 6th, Liam Burden 7th. We've got a race going on here for, this is for 7th, 8th,
Oh.
9th, this is a race going on.
Lachlan must have
Lachlan must
had
have
an
made a
error because he was
mistake,
in front of him.
This has
Oh,
gone
this
to
is
the
close.
8th,
Yeah, nice.
9th and 10th, so that's good racing there further back in the field with those guys. Stenny's going to bring it home in 11th, and he's only just ahead of Pollard and Sykes and a little further back, so missed a lot of the racing further back because it was exciting all round, but it's good to see that there was racing a bit further back.
Yeah, not explosions.
Not explosions, not rollovers. Pollard 11th, finishes one on all his wheels, and Hayden Sykes 13th, and we had 2 DNFs of Richards and Dodger. So that was a bit more of a normal race, what you'd normally expect to see in this series.
Yeah, somewhat normal. Lots of aggression out there, which was pretty
Lots
good
of
to see.
aggression, but good racing as well, and there wasn't too much that we saw that was bad compared to what we'd seen. Just getting organised for the next event. Line.
And in the lane, get a break, ready for the next one.
Yep. So we actually might take a bit of a break from talking about race cars, and we'll be back in a handful of minutes. we're back live here at Sydney Motorsport Park for race 3 of round 7 of the Automobilista Supercars Super 2 series. And yeah, we'll see what happens when we give them double the distance to do. We've done 16 laps already in race trim, split in half, and now we're going to do it in its entirety.
Yeah, it should be interesting.
Their car.
Yeah, well, they don't want engine life, obviously.
No, they don't want engine life.
But then again, apparently engine damage causes more power, according to DJR Team Penske. So,
according to some people in Facebook comments of supercars, which we know is where the most highly educated people of society hang.
oh, definitely, yeah, 100%. Anyway, hopefully we can get this underway.
Hopefully we can.
Here we go. I'll run us through the grid. And on pole, I'm starting from pole position, is Benjamin Dahlia.
It's usually when you start when you're on pole.
Yeah. Steve Brko from second place. And then in third we have my old man Steve Warwick. In fourth we have RSM Latino, also known as Cars. Fifth place, Matt Cecil, solid effort once again. He runs fifth place. Sixth place is Liam Budd, again another solid effort. Seventh is Dane Ricciardo. Eighth place is McLean Bite. Ninth is Lachlan Moran. In 10th place is your old man Stenny. 11th place Michael Pollard. 12th place Aiden Sykes. 13th is Dodger, I believe. Rounds out our field.
Yep, we've had
Yeah.
Peter Richards depart, and I'm not sure who else. Brett's departed.
Yeah, I don't think he had the update installed. So, funnily enough, that he was able to race the first two races, but he did just message me and say that all he could see was white cubes. So,
well, when you can only see white cubes, it's not going to be the most easiest to be able to race other cars, is it?
look, if you're seeing white cubes while you're racing a race car, you either haven't got the mod installed or you're on some very good drugs. So.
And if you do happen to be on those drugs, please email us on our website. We've got an email link there. Or don't.
God, that would be distracting, racing white cubes.
I'm struggling to imagine it.
Imagine calling cubes racing.
Yeah. Stop talking.
We've lost it here. Apologies to everyone watching, but yeah.
Oh dear. Okay.
Thinking of white cubes racing.
We've got V8 Supercars here
We
racing.
might look into that for future racing.
we might. We've actually got V8 Supercars here racing. We've got a Nissan Altima and a Holden VF Commodore on the front row of the grid.
What?
Ford Falcon
You know.
as well.
We hope we do anyway.
We hope we do. Some people reckon they have white cubes.
If anyone else is seeing white cubes, could they let us know in the broadcast chat?
Or could that never be mentioned again? Alright.
Oh, I don't know how I'm going to call this race now.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
let's get serious here for a second because the lights are about to come on.
they are.
Green flag.
Oh no.
How's he done that?
I'd say he's rolling off the start, but yeah.
Steve Burko with a good start. Matt Cecil with another good start. He's been strong
Yeah,
on the line.
Oh wow.
So, but yeah, Steve Burko into the race lead.
interesting?
It is.
You stated like, oh my goodness. What has happened there?
I'm gonna get a replay. I'm gonna get a replay of that. Missed it
It looked to
live.
be a someone being taken out.
Oh, it was Liam Budd.
Oh no.
So Liam Budd's come in
Maybe
there.
have a look from his perspective. Oh, he's been hit from cars.
He's been hit from cars, so big concertina effect there, and that's a nasty
Oh,
crash.
that's yeah.
So that hasn't brought out any safety car or anything, but
Oh,
Jesus, that's...
back to live pictures.
And can I just say, Dane Ricciardo is in third somehow. So there's been more stuff that we've missed that's gone on.
Yeah, okay. Well. Oh no. It's been turned by cars.
Yes.
Well, this will be interesting to see the fast guys come back through the field.
Will be. So we've missed something go on there as well in the start of that race. So
Yeah, to be honest, I'm still
thinking about
caught up in white cubes, so.
white cubes as well.
Carrying on, we're only on lap 2 of 16.
We are already on lap 2 of 16 and I've already lost my mind. So we're watching Matt Cecil. He's had a really good night. I've been very impressed by Matt's driving tonight. So I've just noticed that Tom to the lead. I think, no it's not. I'm
Mate,
seeing white cubes.
You're seeing white cubes. Oh, fantastic. What a night it's been so
So
far.
can I just raise that Aiden Sykes and Michael Pollard are 6th and 7th. So they're up from the back row of the grid to inside the top 10 well and truly after that eventful start.
Oh my goodness.
Instead he's received another penalty.
Oh my. He'll be wide there. No, he won't. So you just got to be patient here because he needs all the points he can get.
He does need all the points he gets. Hasn't been the best night for him.
No, well, he's going to get penalty points as well, so. Most drivers probably will. See him fighting on the main straight here with Aiden Sykes.
He is. Oh, sorry we didn't have the camera on it.
Oh, he should get moved on here.
Oh, yeah, he just went wide, so yeah, he's going to get that move done. Oh, big close up on the brakes. See these new guys racing, but oh, there is a bit of
Yeah, they've
quietness.
improved a lot.
Around and see what I can see in the rest of the race. Well, Liam Budds hasn't had a great start to this race after that incident at the start. He's on the back of Dane Ricciardo trying to make a move. I'm keeping a close eye on the gap for lead and for second place. Third place
About
rather.
0.8 of a second at the front.
So I reckon that race is going to be quite alive.
Give it some time. Oh, there's.
Liam makes the move and got the four Jack Daniels racing guys racing here at the back as well. So having their
Yeah, they'll be enjoying that. I believe they sit fairly close to each other.
They do actually sit right next to one another when they sim race. As they're both brothers, which is something.
Well, if you were a claim bike, you'd reach over and just shift down a couple of times.
Yeah, you just
Roger,
grab the
wouldn't you?
shifter. Yeah, you could just grab the shifter and just give him a couple of slow him down. As he's Dodger's actually going to make a move here on Liam Budd, who's run wide. So
Liam Bud's just lost 2 spots.
he's just lost the 2 spots that he gained, and he's now going to have to fly it off the claim bike.
He can get a good run on the straight. I think he'll hold it though.
Yeah, I think he's going to hold that. So I'm going to move a bit further forward as just instead he's gone through the pit lane for his drive-through. We've got Steve Warwick and Lachlan Horan. Said it before, I'm saying
Back, yeah.
very impressed with Lachlan's drive tonight. Very
Yeah,
impressed.
I am too.
big step up from where he was last time we raced at this venue, so he's obviously put in the effort.
Oh,
He runs wide, but Steve Warwick's around again.
yeah, that was his own fault. He
Yeah.
was a bit cheeky and not giving the racing room to Lachlan, and then backfired on him, and now the tyres are too hot.
I'm only just watching Dodger, but he's retired from the racing. Who was that? That was Pollard taking evasive action. Yeah, Dodger has retired from the race. The Dodger fans, and it's on here. Been racing all throughout the field tonight. I've really liked it. I haven't liked some of the driving standards, but I've really liked the fact that there's been racing all throughout the field.
Brko said the fastest lap.
Now set the fastest lap. We'll move forward and have a bit of a look at them in a second. Trying to focus a bit on the back. We've missed a lot of the stuff at the back tonight. There's just been so much going on. I feel like that battle.
We'd have everything from rollovers to white cubes. It's just been amazing.
Everything from rollovers to white cubes. I still find the white cubes pretty funny.
I'm just trying to comprehend. Oh dear.
Hayden's cycling white cubes and he's gone off.
Oh dear.
He's gone off the road out there.
How did he do that?
I don't know how he did that. I don't know how you do that and you make the
On the
apex.
break
I thought he was going to kill Steve Warwick there, to be honest.
Like getting a torpedo.
I thought we were going to see another torpedo.
Turn him into a white cube.
Turn him into a white cube. Lots of battling going on.
Oh my goodness. Yep, Liam Budd will get both.
Liam Budd's going to get the position down here on these guys. And he's got both of them, yeah. And they're
Oh
going to
my
continue
goodness.
to scrap. And Claimbite's now bought himself a ticket for this. So,
Yep, he's waited in line with his ticket and said, let me through.
and Dane continues to drive like that, he's going to, his ticket's going to pay off.
Yeah, he'll get an upgrade. Nothing like a free upgrade.
Nothing like a free upgrade.
Wonder if Michael Pollard gets some frequent flyer miles for rolling over.
Well, he definitely took off, and there's not too many things that are taken off at the minute, so...
No.
Oh, that's a big dive!
Hey, God! What?
He's got it done, obviously, it's broke pretty early there, because that's an unusual move to see.
Mate, that... I have no words. That was the biggest...
It continues! This is continuing! It's been a pretty good battle from these guys in the back. All sort of made their own errors and... Anyway, I am gonna go to the front. I've got pressing issues of the fact that I can see that this battle's about to happen. So for the race lead between Brko and Dahlia, so this is what we've been warming up to all night.
Yeah, there's 3 tenths now.
I feel like Dahlia's the faster driver, but Brko's the
29.5.
more consistent driver. So. Have to do anything silly here, Ben.
No, he just needs to be patient. Stay on him. As I say that, Brko's pulling away a little bit. Seems that car behaviour on Ben's car is a lot better than Brko's.
Agreed, I'd agree with that. Brko looks to be a little bit
Snappy.
snappy. It's keeping it under control quite well, but...
Well, it's still quite fast, so...
I'll actually say though, these guys are running an impressive pace. They've absolutely dropped the rest of the field.
Yeah, well, the other guys that are usually at the front have made too many errors. So
They certainly have. So
that's what it's about, minimising errors. And
it is. It's been a night full of people making errors, to be honest. And that was... So he was 2 tenths faster than last lap with Steve, so this is really just going to be... Like this the whole race, I really feel. Like, I don't know if Ben's looking after his tyres. He really doesn't have to do anything yet. Like, he can just sit there.
yeah, just sit there, be a nuisance.
Yeah. It's very daunting being the car in front when you've got someone constantly filling your mirrors. It makes you're thinking about what they're doing all the time, and it takes away from what you're doing as a driver. So when you're the car following, you can just sit back, go, I've got plenty of time to do this, see if he makes a mistake, and if he doesn't, then I'll start to put the pressure on.
I'm saying that though, every lap it seems that Brko's just pulling a tenth. The gap's out to half a second. It was only 3 tenths last time by.
It was a second earlier in this race though, so Ben did close it down at one point.
Interesting.
It is interesting. It's interesting because I did feel like most of this night these two have had similar pace, so
Yeah.
really don't know what's going to happen here. But Brko has gapped him on that last lap, so
Yeah, it's another couple of tenths. 29.4.
29.4 versus 29.7, so it's good times there from Brko. He's pretty close to his best lap so far.
That's deep.
Oh, that's deep, that's a mistake.
That's a mistake.
Has managed to gather up without losing any time.
Yeah, that's good. Good for him.
Good for him.
But there again, he's pulled another 2 tenths by the looks. At the live time. It's nearly out to a second again, so.
My live timing decided to die, so I don't have any extra.
Yep, it's back out to a second right now.
Yeah, it is now back out to a second. That sort of ebbed and flowed in that direction. What else is sort of happening in the race? I'm looking at the gaps. And sort of
I know.
big gaps.
Yeah, so what you got? Cuz in third, 12 seconds away from the lead.
I'm just going to go through and have a look at them as we do it.
You got Matt in fourth, further 6 seconds behind to RSM Latino, and then in fifth you've got Lachlan Horan, who's 17 seconds behind Matt. So
It's a fair bit
yeah,
back.
there's a fair bit back. And you got Steve Warwick, who's only 8 tenths behind Lachlan and closing. So I'd say you'd have that position very shortly. In fact, I'd say maybe at the end of this lap.
Yeah, I'd say within the lap there's going to be something going between these guys. Steve's obviously race winner here last round. A bit difficult night tonight, but still got plenty of car pace. It's very good watching these cars at night.
Yeah, it is. It is. So even in real life, it was refreshing to see them at night.
I'm a big fan.
See what his lap time is this time. So his best laps are 29.5, so that's up there with Brko and Ben. He's just, been unfortunate.
Yeah, he's made 2 seconds off on that last lap, so he'll have him.
I'll have a look.
Also though, I am very impressed with Lachlan's driving.
Yeah. He's gone another step
Can't
up.
understate it enough at the improvement between the last 2 rounds, between this round and the last round. It's been very interesting to see 2 rounds at the same track back to back and see that guys have definitely stepped it up in between the 2 races.
Yeah. Very impressive.
Normally you think same track, same result, but we're not
Here we
seeing
go.
that, that's for sure. Here we go.
That's what we've done.
Steve's got that done pretty cleanly. Dahlia goes fastest lap now. Lap 10, fastest lap.
It's about 9 tenths between them now.
Yeah, it's going to continue to close up.
Maybe he's backed off, cooled the tyres off a bit and started to come out.
gonna just flick through the field again before those two do catch one another again. You'll see that Liam Barty's in 7th after a bit of a difficult race.
Recovered okay.
Pollard's in 8th and he's under attack
Oh.
from McLean by, so still battling going on all throughout the field here.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see these two, how they go.
It'll be interesting to see how these two go.
It must be refreshing for the likes of Dodger and Stenny to race some new guys.
Yeah, I mean, must be. I mean, I must admit, those guys at the back there, they do sort of sit there and race themselves a lot. It must feel a bit demoralised to get left behind by everyone, but it's good to have an influx of new people, and they've been involved in thick and thin of the battles tonight, and that's helped them improve in their racing ability. It's hard to learn how to race when you don't get to race people.
Oh.
Pollard is very out of control there on the brakes. We've got a claim bot in 9th there. Then the Chiado's in 10th and Stenny's there, but he's a lap down. Aiden Sykes is in 12th, he's had to pit. 11th, he's at the pit. Stenny's in 12th after 2 drive-throughs. Dodger retiring, and yeah. Back to the front.
Yep. At the front now is back down to 7:10, so
Stepping and
they
flying.
then put in some 2 good laps to catch back up again.
He has put some good laps to catch back up.
There's only 4 remaining. Oh, Aiden Sykes and the drive-through penalty, so I'd say he's speeding.
He's sped in the pit lane, so that's disappointing for him. That's going to affect his race and possibly cost him a position, maybe even to Steady.
I think it will.
I think it will, seeing where Steady is on the track, so... Good drive here from Brko.
Yeah, very impressed.
Very impressed. I wouldn't have thought that someone would have been able to hold off Ben for most of the race, being how fast he was in qualifying, but it's like we said, he's a very fast driver, but doesn't always go to plan in the races.
I don't think anyone could have planned what happened in race 1, to be honest, but yeah.
No, if you were planning for what happened in race 1, it was a weird strategy, and we just look at the last lap for Steve Brko, and have a look at them both. Both 29.2,
Wow.
so they are both pushing their best laps out right now, and the gap's staying the same. So
They were in hundreds of
they
their
were
best
in hundreds
laps.
of their best lap and of each other.
That's very impressive.
It is very impressive.
Goes to show why they are where they are right now on the racetrack.
Yep. They're going to come up to a bit of traffic here. Hopefully it doesn't affect them too much. And Dane does the right thing and gets completely out of the way. And he's actually lost it by himself there in the background, trying to get out of the way. Saying it's a certainty yet, but if Steve Brko does win this race, this will only be only his 2nd race win in this series. Which I must say, is quite surprising, considering his number of seconds he's had.
Yeah, no, it's good. I mean, there's still 2 laps to go, and they're coming up to lap traffic at the moment, so it's a play effect.
Play effect, but Steve Brko has had 6 second places in this championship.
Yeah, that's impressive. I'm sure he wants a race win.
Hopefully Steady gets out of the way here. Darley is 5 times a race winner in this championship. affected Dahlia worse than... Well, has affected Dahlia worse than... Brko's, I'm hearing another car. I'm hearing another car in the pit lane. I'm not sure who the hell that is, but the yellow flag out on the track. That's
Yep, there it is.
He's around. Might see if I can get a replay of whatever's happened there, just so we can see. He's just lost it by himself.
Oh,
It's a weird incident, but he's back going in. Nathan Sykes has got another drive-through penalty, so he must have been the car in the lane. Brko's got a pretty comfortable gap now, I must say. I'm struggling to see this one coming away from him now, with 2 laps to go.
yes, same here. I think he's got it wrapped up. There's lap traffic into the road. Very well done.
Yeah, we didn't really see too much lap traffic in most of the other races, so... Interested to talk to Brko tonight about his night. It's been very up and down. And Ben as well, and pretty much everyone. It's been an up and down night for a lot of people, and we haven't spoken about it. RSM Latino's up there, and he's in 3rd, and he has had a shit night as well by his standards.
Yeah.
Same with Steve in 5th, so I'll be pretty disappointed in themselves, I'd say.
As we're seeing now, Ben's closed the gap right now.
He has closed the gap right now, so this might...
Like visually.
Yeah, visually, he's within half a second. He's within 3/10s now, so considering this was a 1.3 second gap starting the lap, I may have accidentally jinxed Steve here.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Last lap.
Last lap, here we go. I want to see a good race here, but I kind of want Steve to win this after the night that he's had.
Well, last lap was a 30.2.
Yeah, it was, and Dahlia I didn't get catch the lap time of him, but he's visually faster and he's all over the back of him. Thing is, Steve, I can tell he's struggling on those tyres.
Tyres are gone.
The tyres are gone. And there's another yellow flag out, so hopefully it's claimed by it, and he is well off the circuit, luckily for these guys. Brko's lucky at the minute that Ben is not close enough to really have a go at him, so...
Closer. Yeah, I wonder what happened there. He's a bit tentative on the throttle.
Yeah, probably scared of it after it pulled it up on him, but if he can get through here and get a good exit, he should be right, although you never say never coming to the line at this place.
Yeah, as we saw last time we were here.
Got a good run.
Down to 210s.
This is the closest that Ben's been the whole race.
Here we go.
Oh, and Steve's run wide. Oh
Oh no.
no, he's going to lose it at the last corner. He's thrown it away at the last corner. Benjamin Dahlia is going to come through and he's going to claim a second race win tonight. Wow. So after 15 laps in the lead, Brko's lost that one at the last corner with that run slightly running wide. So wow. I feel bad for him. Latino, solid result, 3rd. Pretty distant 3rd. But Matt's actually going to get a 4th, which I'd be pretty happy if I was Matt. I think that's only his 2nd 4th of the season. So actually, he had a podium at Melbourne, so believe it or not. Steve Warwick can come home in 5th.
Good recovery.
It's a good recovery. Difficult race for him. Lachlan ran in
Good haul of points for Lachlan.
Good haul of points for Lachlan. Very good event for him. Stayed out of
I wonder
most of the trouble.
Ben would have won the round. 2 first places and 5th.
I'd imagine so, but it'll be interesting.
Oh, what's happened there?
That's that Aiden Sykes.
Yeah, that looked like failed suspension. Oh my goodness. I have never seen the car do that. Mate, these white cubes have affected this race meeting.
They have affected this race meeting. So we've got Dane in 10th, Aiden 11th, Stenny 12th, Dodger, Stenny DNF was it?
Yeah, and Dodger
DNF,
again.
and yeah, that's the runners. So yeah,
Well done, Benjamin.
well done, Benjamin. What a race meeting! You wanted excitement? You got excitement.
You got it. Just about everything was ticked off here.
There's lots of F's in the chat for Steve, and I agree that that's quite sad to see him lose it there right at the very end. So,
Yeah, all those fans in the AEG Power Tools merchandise would be disappointed.
they would be pretty disappointed.
Still support him. Go buy a hat and a shirt.
Yeah, it's excellent looking livery, so it's probably my favourite livery on the grid actually, that Ultima. Just that livery suits it so well with the orange. I'm a sucker for an orange and black car, and it looks really good. Anyway, actually Steve's down in the waiting room, so I'm going to drag him up and have a chat to him before Ben arrives.
Yes.
Hi Steve, how are you?
Hello, Stephen.
Interesting evening. Race 1 was a real messy one, but second place in race 2, and then second place in race 3, losing it right there at the final corner after an impressive drive.
Yeah, it was a bit shameful on my part. I sort of got fatigued in that third race, and coming up to the last corner, I just let off the brake a little too early, and speared it off. Speared it wide, and then Dahlia had the inside, and I just couldn't get around. But credit to Dahlia, great racing.
Yeah, we were just saying, like, you guys were pretty much within a second the whole race, and at one point you both punched out times that were within a tenth of both your best laps and of each other. So yeah, you guys were right on it, putting the pressure on one another the whole way, and you unfortunately lost the spot right there at the end, but good driving from both of you.
Yeah, as I said, it just fatigue set in. I think I've done, in the space of 2 or 3 hours, I've done almost 100 laps of Eastern Creek, so I kind of did that myself. That's my own fault. I'll wear it and move on to the next round.
Good haul of points there, mate.
Good haul of points, mate, and that's your second place, I think, in this championship. So, but only the one win. We were talking about that it's quite extraordinary that you've been the bridesmaid very often, and unfortunately tonight, right at the very end of the race. So,
yeah, pretty much. What can I say? As long as I'm consistent, I'm happy where I am. So as long as I can keep that up, it'll be good.
That's it, mate.
That's it, mate. Now, next round, assuming that things don't change as they often do in this post-COVID world, we're heading to Hidden Valley and Darwin. How do you feel about that?
I actually quite like Hidden Valley. It's an interesting track, a lot of bumps in the road, so there'll be a lot of opportunities coming onto the main straight and down into the first corner. I'm a little bit concerned about the chicane, though. That's going to be a little bit tough with all the drivers and stuff like that going through there. So, hopefully all goes well and have another cracking race.
Well, we wish you the best of luck there, and well done tonight, mate. And we'll see you there.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.
So we're going to bring up our pole sitter and with 2 race wins tonight and a 5th place. How'd you find it out there, Ben? 2 race wins, very good race there in the third race with Steve Brko. You managed to get him right at the very end, and race 1 was a massive one. What can we really say about it?
It was good out there tonight. It was a bit better than last weekend around here. Actually got a couple wins, so that was really good. Was able to use the pace that I had, and I've just got to say, as a huge credit to Steve Brko there. He was really quick and kept me honest for that last race.
Yeah, mate, we just said it to Steve, and we said it during the race. Both of you guys were punching out almost very close to your best laps while being within a tenth of one another in lap time. Like, pretty extraordinary driving to go that way the whole race. And as Steve just said to us, he got a bit fatigued there at the end and made a little bit of an error, and you capitalised. That's all you need to do there, is just sit there and wait for the error, and it came right at the critical moment.
Yeah, I could tell I had a bit more pace than even those last couple laps, so I was feeling a bit confident when I saw him go wide at that last corner. I just thought that's my opportunity, and luckily it was good.
Was good, mate. So we said that it took you quite a few races to get a win here at Eastern Creek, but you've managed to finish it off with 2 wins. So congratulations on that. And we're just saying, next round we head to Hidden Valley, assuming that things don't change. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I enjoy Hidden Valley. It's a good circuit, so hopefully we can grab a couple more wins there.
No worries, mate. Best of luck with that, and we'll see you there.
Yep, see you there.
Thanks, Ben.
I'm going to bring Cuz up for a chat. Cuz, mate, interesting night. P3 in the final one, but your worst result of P7 in one of those races earlier tonight, and a lot of messy things that went on around where you were sitting. So how'd you find it out there?
Well, it's I at the start I missed the gear, so I had a shocking start, and he buried me in the backpack. And what happened was that I was trying to get to the front, and I tapped one of the guys in the hairpin, which I think it might have caused a little bit of a yellow.
Yeah, it did.
It What happened at the when the pace car went into the went back into the pits. What happened was that it were called out green, 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 and I waited about a second and a half, and I started flooring it. But then all of a sudden, it's just the cars in the front. It's just they just stopped, and yeah, and it looked like they stopped, and I had to bury the the brakes, and but yeah, it was too late, and I hit somebody, and then that somebody hit that somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, that was just a complete mess. We haven't even been able to decipher who hit who and what happened. Yeah, everyone was sort of all on top of one another, and some people didn't go, some people did go, and it ended up being a big crash and a rollover. So
Yeah, I was going by the car which was in front of me, and I started going with him, and yeah, and everything is just came out too suddenly, and yeah, I
Yeah,
wasn't able to press the brakes, and yeah.
it's a bit
it was
messy on lots of people's parts there.
it was messy, but entertaining to watch, and yeah, but solid effort tonight, cuz. Once
Yeah,
again.
I'd like to say sorry to anybody that I caused havoc to, but it wasn't my fault. I had to go with the guy next to me. I wasn't gonna let him off.
Yeah, yeah, that's
So
understandable.
yeah, so I just wanted to say sorry to anybody that I caused a mess to.
No
It's
worries,
been a
mate.
while to get back. I managed to get back to seventh. Yeah.
You did manage to get back to 7th, which wasn't too bad, but still, that's your worst result of the season, just to let you
Yeah.
know. So, yeah, not the best race, and then race 2 was, you were in the thick of it again, and then, yeah, the podium to finish off the night, so at least you finished it off on a high.
Yeah, on the second race, it was a little bit. There was a guy in front of me that was trying to block. He was moving left to right, and I picked up the outside lane, and then he moved in to block me again, and I tapped him, and yeah, just just a racing incident, and it wasn't on any bad doing on my behalf. Anything, it wasn't intentional to tap him or anything. So yeah.
That's racing. Contact happens, things happen, so that's
Yeah,
how
it
it is.
just I managed to squeeze up to fourth, I think, on the second race, and yeah,
Get the podium in the
uh,
final one. So,
yeah.
assuming things don't change, they don't look like they're going to. We're heading to Hidden Valley next round. How do you feel going up to Hidden Valley?
Hidden Valley is a very favorite track of mine, so hopefully we can put a good show and nothing like what we did tonight. Yeah, it was a bit of a shocking incident. Yeah,
No worries. Well, I hope to see you up the front at Hidden Valley, and good luck there, cuz.
Thanks very much, guys. I really appreciate it, man.
No worries.
Thank you, cuz.
Boys.
So, are we done here, or is we gonna speak to your old man? Because I've noticed he's down there in the waiting room.
I think that's it. I think that was the podium.
That's the podium, I think, from the races that actually came. So.
And the round, I too believe. So.
And the round, I think it is of the round, to be honest. Have to check that, but I think that is the round podium. So, yeah, interesting night of racing. Don't know what to really take out of the first race, but it was good to see good battle, good heart battle between the two sort of main guys in the series there to show us what good racing can be between two guys that are very fast, that right on the limit. So I've just noticed Liam Budd's actually joined, so do we want to drag him up and have a chat? Podium from...
Yeah, we could have a chat to him and see what he thinks of the series and stuff.
Yep, no, I'm keen to have a chat. Hi Liam, your debut tonight in the series, P2 and in the first race, the messy first race, and led part of the second race. How'd you find it out there tonight, being your first event?
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. And I reckon the first race was a bit messy at the start, but the last lap dash was pretty exciting. A bit of luck there at the hairpin, but yeah, podium on your first race is pretty good, so it's pretty exciting.
It's pretty good, mate. We don't know too much about you, so how much sim racing have you done before tonight? Because that's pretty impressive to jump in and be up the front there.
Yeah, this is my first proper race in Automobilista, but I've done a bit of sim racing here and there for the last couple months, but yeah.
Yeah, wow. So that is actually very impressive from you. So that was a impressive result there, and then you had a few struggles in the later races, but still held your own out there.
Yeah, the last two races I struggled a bit, but yeah, apart from that, it's a great night.
So I'm assuming we'll see you back again in the next event at Hidden Valley.
Yeah, haven't really been to Hidden Valley much, but yeah, can't wait. It's going to be good.
No
awesome,
worries.
man. Good job.
Thanks, guys.
Good job, mate. Yeah, we'll let you go, and thanks for joining us, and thanks for coming and racing.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, that was a night of racing.
That is.
Don't have a lot to add now. We sort of capped it off. Good result there for Benjamin in the end. Messy night.
Yep.
Everyone had a bad race of the championship contenders, so we'll have to work out what the hell went on there and the penalties and such to come. But exciting nonetheless, and that's what we like to see. That's what it's all about. And
well, that's it. And a lot of guys would have learnt some things tonight, which is what the series is all about, being Super 2.
Exactly right. The guys would have learnt some racecraft and some things about safety car rules, hopefully, and all the rest of the stuff that you learn when you're pretty green to racing. So that's what we're here to help people do. So hopefully some people had some stuff to take out of it.
Well, that's right.
Well, tomorrow night, Stairs and Mad Bird will be back on the same channel with something that probably, I don't know if it'll look more professional or not. Probably will. Knowing those guys. I don't know if their crashes are going to be as good, but hopefully it looks a bit
I'm
better.
sure something will happen if Thomas McMillan races.
Well, Thomas McMillan's always good at delivering a crash, so we'll see if Thomas McMillan
stay tuned for that.
Crash. So, yeah, stay tuned for that, and be sure to tune in tomorrow night, and thanks for watching.
Thank you all.